I've been thinking about this for a while now, and honestly, I feel like we're this close to getting this character in the game. I mean, why not? We've already seen so many characters make their way in, even the ones the community never thought would drop. But there's one that I really want to see this time. And I know it's not just me. A lot of you probably feel the same way. Yeah, I'm talking about Suguru Geto.
I don't need any monkeys like you in the world that I'm creating.
So in this video, I'll be talking about this guy, why he should be added, how he might play, and honestly, who knows? He might drop way sooner than you all expect, maybe even as a surprise release. And of course, we can't talk about Geto without bringing up Kenjaku. So yeah, we'll get into that too. If that sounds interesting, stick around. Let's talk. All right, first things first. Why in the world did I just randomly bring up this character when the ones I previously mentioned like Kashimo, Unsealed Gojo, Toji, and others haven't even dropped yet? Well, short answer, don't worry, they're coming. I'll actually make a separate video explaining why they aren't in the game yet. But right now, let's focus on this guy. If Geto gets added, what kind of moves could we expect? And if Kenjaku were to be added as a separate character, wouldn't their moves end up looking way too similar? I'll get into that in a second. But before that, make sure you drop a like, subscribe, and join my Discord because we've got giveaways and events where you can win free rewards. You don't want to miss out. So speaking of Geto as a potential character, what exactly could he bring to the game? How could he hype things up? Personally, his unique ability is a perfect fit for the game's style. And honestly, for Z's preference too. Think about it. Z doesn't seem to like basic, non-challenging characters. Most of the ones he's added are either absolute icons or weird, goofy, but insanely unique characters with interesting movesets. That being said, Geto is a huge potential pick. And in my opinion, he's criminally underrated. You don't hear people talking about him as much as they should. Now, I went ahead and gathered some of Geto's moves that you might want to see, and honestly, you probably will see if he gets added to JJS. I'll get into Kenjaku and how he could still make his way into the game right after this. Now, just a heads up, these are just my thoughts and predictions. Nothing is confirmed yet, but if Geto does get added, I think these moves would make perfect sense for his playstyle. And yeah, I get it. There are a ton of cool moves from Geto in the anime, but I went with the ones I think would really fit the game and get people hyped. Maybe some of the other moves can be added later as variations or something. Just gotta keep it fresh, you know? And then what? Well, like I said, Kenjaku would definitely be an interesting character to add, especially with all the unique moves he's got. The whole brain transplant thing is such a cool concept, and adapting that in the game would be super fun. Imagine a mechanic where Kenjaku controls bodies like a puppet, using their moves, their abilities, just like how he does in the series. It would definitely stand out from other characters. Them, well, yeah. The smallpox special grade cursed spirit as a summon would be insane in JJS. Like Maharaga, it could have its own little moveset, maybe slow, tanky, with pressure-based attacks. Could be one of those oppressive summons that really shift the pace of the fight. And yeah, it's totally up to Z how he wants to approach it, but even just the concept opens so many doors. Whether it's a timed summon, a special bar you build up to call it in, or maybe a one-time use assist type of move, there's a ton of ways to make it unique and still balanced. If he does it right, Kenjaku could easily end up being one of the most fun and layered characters to play. The prison realm mechanic would be crazy too. Especially if it could trap or disable the opponent for a short time. Think of the possibilities for gameplay dynamics. Exactly. Prison Realm being added is such a sick touch. And yeah, while technically it's not exclusively Kenjaku's ability, the way it was used in the anime just naturally ties it to him. When you think about the mastermind behind the whole Gojo ceiling moment, it's Kenjaku front and center. So even if it's a shared item or a cursed tool in lore, in-game it makes total sense to build it into Kenjaku's kit. And of course, if Kenjaku ever gets added, womb profusion absolutely needs to be part of his kit. No excuses. Like, it's literally his domain expansion and a huge piece of what defines him as this terrifying top-tier sorcerer. I won't pretend I fully understand every mechanic tied to it lore-wise, but the vibe is clear. It's chaotic, overwhelming. Z could go crazy with that. There's so much potential for him to be an overpowered character, but with enough balancing, he'd be another one of those unique and fun-to-play characters in JJS. The question is, will Z take that route and give him all these epic moves? Or will we see a different interpretation of Kenjaku? It'll be fun to watch, but to me personally, I'd love to see Geto as a playable character and Kenjaku as a boss or private server plus overpowered moveset. Simple as that. I'm curious to know what you all think too. Drop your thoughts in the comments section. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you guys in my next video. Peace.